welcome back. In today's video, I'm sharing my version of homemade enchiladas with a rich Mexican style sauce, a flavored packed filling. They are very easy to prepare, baked with perfection, and a dish my family absolutely loves. Let's begin the preparation. Today, the first thing we are going to make is a homemade Mexican spice mix. In a mixer jar, add 4 teaspoons of cumin powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika. You can also use smoked paprika for a deeper flavor, and 1 teaspoon of spicy chili powder. Next, add 2 teaspoons each of garlic powder, onion powder, and oregano. Then half a teaspoon of chili flakes, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder, and salt to taste. Now just blend everything together until it's well combined. And our homemade Mexican spice is ready. To enhance our enchiladas, we are going to make a beautiful sauce that pairs perfectly with them. In a pan, add some olive oil and make sure the flame is on the lower side. To that, add plain flour. I'm making a big batch today, so you can adjust the quantity according to your needs. Keep stirring continuously so the flour doesn't stick to the pan or burn. Cook it gently until the texture becomes smooth and slightly fluffy. Now add the grated garlic, but cook it only for a few seconds. The flour mixture is already very hot, so if you leave the garlic in for too long, it can burn. After a few seconds, add the chopped tomatoes and keep stirring continuously. Next, add some water and with the help of whisk, mix it properly. We don't want any lumps in the sauce. I am adding a little more water here because the sauce was too thick. Adjust the consistency as needed. To build more flavor, we are going to add some salt, chili powder, mixed herb, and of course our homemade Mexican spice mix. And last but not least, some cumin powder. Give everything a good mix and let the sauce simmer for a few minutes so all the flavors blend nicely. This is the consistency we are looking for: smooth, rich, and perfectly pourable. Now it's time for another delicious component, the stir-fried veggies. Heat some oil in a pan and add chopped onions. Cook them until they are slightly soft. Next, add the capsicum. I have used red and green, but you can use whatever you have at home. Let it cook until it's about 70% done. Now add the corn. I have already steamed it, so it doesn't need much cooking. After that, add the chopped mushrooms. And once they have cooked slightly, add the boiled black beans. Give everything a good mix and let it cook for a couple of minutes. Now it's time to spice up the veggies. Add salt to taste, but keep in mind that the Mexican seasoning we are adding already contains some salt. Next, add coriander powder, cumin powder, our homemade Mexican spice mix, and some mixed herbs. Give everything a good mix so all the flavors are nicely combined. Make sure to transfer the mixture to a plate once it's done. If you leave it in the pan, it will continue cooking and start releasing excess moisture. Now comes the exciting part, assembling the enchiladas. Here I'm using store-bought tortilla. Start by adding some shredded cheese, then spoon over our sauté veggies and top it with a little more cheese. I am making vegetarian enchiladas today, but you can absolutely use your choice of meat if you prefer. Now wrap it up nice and tight. I'll finish rolling all my tortilla wraps first and then we'll prepare the baking tray. In a baking tray, spread the sauce we prepared earlier evenly at the bottom. The reason we are doing this is to prevent the tortillas from sticking to the tray while baking. Now place the tortilla wraps one by one into the tray and cover them with more sauce. Make sure all the tortillas are properly coated, otherwise they may dry out and become hard. Finally, top everything with a generous layer of cheese. Once that's done, cover the tray with foil. My oven is already preheating and now we are going to bake this at 180 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. Let it bake until the cheese is perfectly melted and everything is heated through. And here they are, our freshly baked enchiladas straight out of the oven. Look at that. The cheese is perfectly melted, the sauce is rich and glossy, and everything smells absolutely amazing. Let's plate this up and take a closer look. Beautifully baked, loaded with flavor, and topped with perfectly melted cheese. Cheesy, saucy, and absolutely delicious. If you loved this recipe, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing recipes. See you soon.